Hello, everybody. I hope you had an amazing week. So I was sitting here thinking about all that I have learned from different phases in my life, and specifically from being married 2 times, and how I've learned a lot about what not to do and what to look out for, and how not to handle another person. And just wanting to explain kind of what happened in my marriage, my most recent marriage. And hoping that it can help someone, or that, from the wounds I received, you can see the scars from where I've healed and not have to end up getting wounded in the same way. What really took place was a lot of not understanding and seeing where I was at, so that I could not see where the other person was at. That's really not an uncommon thing to happen. Even though we don't realize it, that's what's going on. We see this person doing things that at first seems really good, and seems really kind, because you're in need, and it feels like they're feeling that need, but you don't really understand what all is behind them feeling that need. You don't understand that it is that they don't value themselves unless they are feeling the need of someone, and that if ever you don't need them to fill a need, they're going to feel devalued, and that is a place that they have hurt already. And because you're coming near something that is already hurt, they may lash out, and you don't understand why they're lashing out, because you've never really seen that, oh, they're bleeding, oh, they have a wound, because you were still bleeding and you had a wound. That only happens in the scenario that you actually start to heal, and you no longer need that person to fill that space, to fill that wound space, like you did when you initially both got together. That's when they would, feel devalued, and that would be coming near a wound, and they would lash out. There is another scenario where neither one of you ever start to heal. So it would be like being in a car crash together. And there's just blood everywhere. You don't know who the blood is coming from. You don't know what has happened to each other. You just know there's blood everywhere. And you start trying to heal them, and they start trying to heal you, which seems sweet, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous because you don't know how fatal either of your wounds are. So you may both very well die trying to fix each other, where the healthier thing to do would be to step back and assess your wounds. Check yourself and see, where am I hurt? Where is the blood coming from? How fast is it coming out? How severe is my wound? And deal with it as much as you can, and for the other person to do the same, so that once you get to a place where we are no longer looking at you possibly losing your life, but you have done enough to heal that wound so that you will live, then the things that they can't fix on them, you can help with. That they can't reach on them, you can help with. And vice versa. They have stepped back enough to see how serious their wound is, and to deal with it, and to handle it, and to get it to a place where their life is no longer in danger. And then the things that you can't reach or see on you, they can help with. That's healthy. That's how that should go, but that's not most of the time, especially in this generation, how it goes. It's either one person starts to do the healing work, and they don't need the other person to necessarily attend to that wound, and the other person is so taken aback and so hurt that they won't let you near them because they're scared. And then they end up dying. They end up being destroyed by the thing that has wounded them. And it's heartbreaking. Or, like I said, neither one does any healing work. and you both just keep trying to fix each other and trying to fix each other and trying to fix each other and trying to fix each other until you die. And you stay in pain and you bleed out so fast. And that is devastating and sad. It does not have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. If you take the time to step back and assess yourself, it's not selfish. It is healthy. Take the time to step back and do healing work. What you could be to anyone is going to be so much better, because you won't be bleeding all over them, and you won't die before being able to bring any type of aid. And one last thing, because this is very important, do not try to provide aid while you are healing. While you are still healing you and going through that process, do not be trying to provide aid to other people, because, like I said, when people are scared about you getting too close to their wounds because they're not ready to heal, they will lash out, and that can undo your healing. That can set your health back. Take time. It's okay to take time. You do have time, okay? Do your healing work. Be love, be light.